Hello everybody and welcome back to my time at Portia. Now, you're going to notice a few things. I had some trouble with recording and I have lost a couple of episodes of work that I did on the Deedee car. Because you remember the end of last episode, we built the bridge and we were moving on to the Deedee car. So, I just want to show you around my camp and show you a couple of things I've done. Okay, so I quickly went in and made a skiver and a grill, which is what I said I would make. And to do that, I did the following. So for the skiver, I had to get 1 copper plate and 10 wood. So that was very, very simple. Just put it on the assembly thing. It was made in 2 seconds. This one, I had to make 3 copper pipes. You've seen me make copper pipes before. And I had to make 10, put 10 wood on it, and that was made. So there we are, we have a grill and a basic skiver. And I've also made a little bit of progress as well towards the Deedee Transport. So what I've done there is I have smelted some glass out of the sand that I just had lying about. Okay, I have, and I will show you some combat in a minute, I've started doing some combat. And out of that, I've managed to get some fur and made that into leather. And I've started making some seats. I'm also in the middle of saving up for some fibre cloth. I've got some worn fur, but I also just need some plant fibres as well, so I'm just saving those up at the moment. I've made my 3 wheels. I got some bronze bars I had cooking anyway, cooked a few more, went down the mines, got a few more, and also some rubber fruit, and I made the wheels. And I also have 20 copper bars. So I am now at the point where I just need to get a few more bits of fibre cloth and the small engine. Also, in those episodes, yeah, I do feel like you've maybe missed a lot, but I really can't bear to go back and redo all of that progress, so I hope you guys don't mind too much. Right, so I made myself an upgraded bronze sword, so that was just a simple case of popping down to the town and getting my practice sword upgraded using some more of the bronze bars I had lying around. A lot of what I was doing was smelting. I promise you that. There's so much smelting and collecting I was doing. Upgrading with an upgrade kit the practice sword. So that was fairly simple. And to be honest, I might even show you the difference between the bronze sword and a practice sword because it is so much better. Actually, you can just trust me. I'll show you what the difference is. A practice sword does 18 damage. A bronze sword does 63 damage. So it's a lot easier to take things out with the bronze sword. And that's it. So you can see inside my chest here that I have 2 seats, so I can show you how to make some seats. I have my 3 tyres. I've saved up a little bit of cloth, but you'll still see me making some more of it. Obviously, you've seen me smelt copper bars 2 million times. And the other thing I did was I got a fishing rod to catch some fish. So I'm going to show you, I did do a little bit of fishing in the last episode that went missing. So I'm just going to show you that. I'm going to show you how I do fishing. So got a couple of caterpillars. I need some more. Also, I picked up some salt. Salt you can get from Sophie, who is the rancher across the way. The old lady, you remember that we made her a water tank? Well, she sells salt, and we can combine that with fish to make some cool stuff that I can sell. I'm gonna put a few other things away so we've got room for fish. Okay, so the first thing that I want to show you that I was doing in the last one was, and it breaks my little heart to do this, but it has to be done. If you want a Deedee car, you have to slaughter these guys. Colourful llamas. It wasn't even difficult. So I got 2 meat and 2 worn fur from that. And that's it. That's combat for you. Also, I needed some fur to get leather. So in the skiver, you need plant fibres plus worn fur. And that makes you the cloth, the sort of cloth that you use to make the clothes and things like that with. And these guys will give you proper fur. These guys are snakes across my bridge that I made. Good to be using it. So it's a desert hopper. You can see these guys Take a lot more beating. So you kind of need the bronze sword to take these guys out. Well, you can do it with a practice sword, but you get quite hurt. Where did he go? Okay, I'm going to do another one because that didn't seem to work very well. He seemed to just sort of die. So, yeah, these desert hoppers. I'll find one that's not level bajillion. 10, 10, 8. What are you? 8 as well. Well, I'll do you. And, running away into the sea. That's not on. Okay, let's try... No, level 10 one. Where's the level 8 one gone? Don't you go into the sea. If you do a little roll halfway through, you seem to take less damage. And then I've got 3 fur for that. So that's combat for you. So that's quite simple. I also found, I'm going to just show you around here, there's like a little cave around here on this island. But we can't go in it yet. Well, we can go in it, but we can only go so far. It's like they haven't built the area yet. But I'll show you inside anyway. So there's like a little cave just around here. And you go in. Boop. And lots of little snail bobs and things crawling around. It says no entry. But of course we ignore that. Oh. Yeah, of course we ignore that and we go in anyway. And we kill everything. Seems a little bit buggy, honestly, but never mind. So I'll kill these guys. Come on. Right, okay, they're dead now, thankfully. I got some... oh, actually, you get salt from those guys. Didn't realise that. So, yeah, you get as far as here, and it says it's not open in this version. But it looks like there's, like, if you kind of try and look through, looks like there's all sorts of interesting stuff. There's, like, cobwebs and little ratty dudes and the water troll. And... another ratty dude there, so loads of rats around. You can possibly go in, maybe do some trading. I don't know what's going to be down there, but it's pretty cool regardless. Something behind there is glowing. Don't know what it is though. So yeah, that's all the things that I've pretty much done. The only thing I haven't shown you so far is fishing. Obviously I made the fishing rod. And you've seen me make a fishing rod before because you saw me do that with the quest that we had to do. So I'm not too worried about not showing you how to make a fishing rod because you can go back to that episode if you want to see it. But I will show you how to fish because we haven't done that yet. And then, you know, that's just like a 10-minute little recap of everything I did over the last almost 2 hours worth of play. So you've actually kind of missed out on a lot of grinding, to be honest. Right, so you need to just sort of wiggle yourself around until it says that you can fish. Okay. And what you have to do is wait until... oh. Fish got away. Okay. You have to pull that in. And then when the exclamation mark comes up, you left click. And then you have to sort of push your fishing rod in the same direction as the fish. You can probably see what it's saying there. I'm just concentrating on the fish. And you have to left click. And every time you left click, it comes a little bit closer. And it'll run around, but that's the tension in that bar. You don't want the tension to go too high or the fish will get away. So it's best to sort of reel him in when it's down the bottom and try and follow him around with the rod. And there we go. Come on, come on. It's good that we got some salt because that actually... yay, we got a catfish. So, we can take our catfish and we can combine it with some salt, which, as I say, you can buy from Sophie and it costs 4 gil. Or you can seemingly get it off the snail bobs. Why they would have salt on them, I'm not sure, because I thought that snails sort of exploded when they crawled in salt. But anyway, maybe it's to attack other snail bobs. Maybe they're really mean. Okay. So, if we go to our barbecue grill. I had one that I prepared earlier, apparently. I can make salty grilled catfish. And for that I need... Oh, I need 2 catfish for it. No! Well, anyway, I make it out of 2 catfish that I caught like that and then 1 salt. I thought I picked up salt off something. It's saying I don't have enough salt. Oh, okay, right. I think that's meant to say shell. I think that's probably a little bit of a bug there. Oh dear. But anyway, let's put something away so I can pick up my catfish. I'll put the shells away. So you can just sell them. Yeah, I imagine that at some point they'll have a use. So the thing now that we're trying to do mostly, get my salty grilled catfish, and that sells for a decent amount of money as well. 2 catfish. Will sell, plus a little bit of salt, will sell for like 39. Whereas I think if you try and sell the catfish on its own, it sells for like 1 or 2. I don't think it sells for that much at all. So always good to do that. Never good to have a full inventory though. So let's just maybe pull some of these cloths over. So we've got 16 now. We need 20, and then we're there. So I think as well, I'm waiting for some wooden boards or planks or something. I'm trying to remember whether it was boards or planks I need to make the seats. So I've got a single seat there. Leather 4 out of 1. Wooden board 0 out of 2. We don't have any wooden boards. Okay, let's see if we can make some. So I would like 2 of those. So in 5 hours time in game, that'll be probably a few minutes, we will have 2 wooden boards and we'll be able to make the remainder of the seats. Now, how much more worn fur do we need? We need, I think it's 2 per, and then 2 fibre per one. And we need another 4, so we're going to need another 8 worn fur and another 8 plant fibres. Well, another 7 because we already got 1. And we already have 3, so we only need 5 of the worn fur. So that we don't actually need that much in the way of worn fur. Oh, look, Gusta's out painting. How cute is that? We're doing painting. Oh, that's lovely. Right, so me and my sword, we are going to go and slaughter some more llamas. And then I'm going to just generally be looking out anytime I can, find some plant fibre, because I have quite a lot of plant fibre at the start. So that's another 1 worn fur. I had a lot of it, and then I kind of took down all the trees and things outside of my place, and I did sell a few bits of that. So unfortunately I'm in a bit of a sticky situation where I'm literally having to harvest this grass. It's the only thing left that really has plant fibres in it. So it's going a little slowly, but that's okay. Well, I got, I think 5 of them, so that is nearly enough. So what I'm going to do is pop that onto the skiver and see if I can make 2 or 3 more 5 of those cloths. I should be able to do that. I'll be able to do that long before I'm going to be able to upgrade my workbench. And I have pretty much decided, I can't find out how to make the engine, and I've pretty much decided that it's probably a workbench level 3 needed for that. I think I probably nearly have enough hardwood for it. I certainly have enough, I think I have enough parts for it as well. It's the 10,000 gil that's the kicker at the moment. So what I'll probably be doing from now on is trying to make enough money to upgrade the workbench, then find out what I need to make an engine, because until I can upgrade the workbench, it doesn't actually tell me what I need. I really hope it is through doing that, but we'll see. So, what am I doing? I wanted the skiver, didn't I? Let's go to the skiver and we go fibre cloth. We can make 3. We probably need about 5 in the end. So I'm going to need another couple after this. Let's see how many I've got. I've got 16, yeah. So that should actually get me up to 19. So I'll need one more. That shouldn't be too difficult at all. So I need to start thinking about what I want to do. Now, do I have... Oh, the Commerce Commission wants leather off me. So I won't be able to finish off my commission until I can get more plant fibres, because I really want to finish off the fibre cloth first. Well, actually, maybe not. Maybe I can just wait for that last one. But I'm going to go to sleep now. And then in the morning, we'll have a think about what we can do to get 4,000... No, sorry, like 6,000 more gold. More gold than we've ever made in this game so far. It'll be through commissions. And hopefully, by the time we've done enough commissions to make the Deedee car, we'll actually be fairly high up in the rankings. So that'll be pretty cool. Right, so I'm hoping that my fibre cloth is done. Yes, it is. So we'll pop that in the box, in the Deedee car box. Where is it? Ah, there. And I can probably go around and see if I can make a bit more leather for the quest. I'm actually going to leave the... I can get leather quite easily. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to stop taking quests that require things like leather. And I'll start taking quests that require things like bronze and gold... Sorry, bronze and copper and things like that. So generally, each day there's a little bit... plant fibre here. I do feel that I probably need to just make that piece of leather and get that commission out of my quest journal, because I can't take another one until I've completed it. It's maybe a bit silly to take that one. That was something I did in those episodes I missed as well. I took a couple of commissions. So we at the moment we have 3,800 gold, or gil, as I should be saying. If I could just make one leather. And then later on, I'll carry on just always, every day I'll go around looking for a little bit of grass and stuff like that. But I can make lots and lots of practice swords and things like that. I can make lots of tables. I can go and catch fish and go and buy salt off Sophie and make a little profit off the fish. But it's all going to take a little while, I think. I imagine that if you could have gotten loot from the... like dungeons and stuff that are currently locked, it might be a bit easier to make money. I mean, work cloth and hiking pants are very, very, very good. They're really... I want some to wear, to be honest. I actually made my bronze sword to sell, and then I was like, I can't do that. I have to keep it. Okay, how long's the leather going to take? 3 hours and 17 minutes. So in the meantime, I'm going to chop down a little bit of wood. And I'm going to just use that. Use that wood. I'm going to chop down for practice swords. I'm just going to sell a bunch of them and make a bit of money. The wood seems to be quite a renewable resource, whereas some of the other things not so much. Not that I can cut down those really big trees. Maybe I'll be able to when I have the workbench level 3. I might be able to make some better stuff. Never know. So how much hardwood do I have? I think I need about 50 or 60 of it. Oh, I've got 99. Definitely got enough to do that upgrade now. But I need to find the most expensive thing I can make. Without having to outlay stupid amounts of money or use stupid amounts of materials. So what can I make that would give me lots of money? So axes are okay, pickaxes are okay. Practice swords are probably the best for the wood cost. Fishing rods go for 39 and they use cocoons, but they also use a bit of copper. If I could get a classic one, that would go for 120. Which would be amazing, but I've not so far found any spider's webs, and I don't think I'm going to be able to find them in this particular bit. Hiking pants is going to use something that I need. So I'd probably say we'll stick with the, let's see. Yeah, the practice sword, just so much better. Could make 2 of them for the resources that I'd be making 1 of those for. So yeah, we'll just craft a bunch of them. Just gonna make sure that my inventory is clear because I need room to put them in, which it of course isn't. Also, cooking my meat. If I pick up meat, I should be putting that on the barbecue as well, because the barbecue is really, really good for making that into something that I think I can sell for about 17. I can sell that. Sell price of 10. Oh, 39 for that. Awesome. What had a sell price of 10? 2, 1, 42. Something had a sell price of 10. Sand, wood, 400, 300, 350. I would make so much money off those. I'm not sure. Certainly not meat. I'm going to keep the meat in my inventory. I've got 63 pieces of meat. I need to start grilling it. Got the cocoons over there. I honestly don't know what had a sell price at 10. Oh well. Okay, so I can make roasted meat and I can keep making that. But I think you can only really do... You kind of have to stand by it for a bit. Hang on. There we go. See, the capacity on these is 1, but they only take 15 minutes to... Which is basically like 15 seconds to cook. So we can just stand here and roast things for a little bit. And because it takes 8 each, it will be no time at all. And roasted meat goes to 17. Which is pretty useful. So we're down to 47. So we'll probably make about 5 or 6 of them. And while it's doing that, we can make practice swords. Or we could if I hadn't put all the hardwood away. Silly she-lab. Let's get rid of some of these bits that we don't need. And then we'll pull the hardwood back out. That's to sell. That's to sell. That's not to sell. That's fuel. That's to be kept. That can go over there. I'll keep the herbs in my inventory. That's the one thing I haven't found out what to do with is herbs. Might be something that I'll find out what to do with the level 3 workbench. I don't know. So that's more on the roast, more roasting meat on the grill there. So we'll craft as many practice swords as we can do. There's just 2 apparently. Because we ran out of proper wood. Okay. Well, good luck finding any of that. Look at how many trees I've cut down. I am like a little forester. I would say that probably planting a little forest or something, like a little treed area outside your farm, that might be a really good addition to the game because look at this. Although I don't really think you're meant to technically go this far in the demo, so, and also there are trees on the island if you run out of trees as well. But I'm definitely getting to a point where I'm running out of resources, and I think it's just because I'm pushing it a bit. Right, so a little bit more wood, so I can make some more practice swords. I can also grill probably 3 or 4 more bits of meat. Another one going, and we'll see if we can make any more practice swords. Which is a handy thing to do while we're waiting for this leather, which is actually completed. Yes. So we can also, as well as going and selling the meat, we can... Oh, no. Craft it. Oh. Crafting completed. Let's do another one. yeah, so we can sell all of this, and we can also go fishing and things like that, but we can also go and hand in our, what's it called? Our commendation quest, I'll call it. Okay, that's all I can be bothered to cook at the moment. I'll cook a couple more later. When I'm doing things around the place, I'll just every so often, you know, pop some meat on the grill. So, hop over here, we can sell these. So, practice swords, I want to sell 3 of them. It's another 78 for me. I want to sell 5 roasted meats. That's another 85. All gets us a bit closer. I want to sell the salty grilled catfish. And then I'll give in my 5 pieces of leather. And as I say, from then on I won't, because I need the fibres, until I have enough stuff in my chest to make the Deedee car, I'm not going to be doing any more with leather, if I can help it. Okay, hello Anton. Nice work, this is your payment. So I've got 360 and 30 points with the guild, which is great. So let's see what I can afford. So I've got lots of bronze. So work clothes is absolute no-no. Copper bars would maybe be okay. And copper pipes would maybe be okay. Which one gives the most? Copper pipes. I think that'd be 12 copper bars worth. Okay, cool. Let's do copper pipes. Might need to smelt some more copper because I did have, I had some put by, which I could maybe just use to get the money and put more on. We'll see, actually. Because there's no point hoarding it when I know I've got enough copper ore because I went and got like 100 in the mine. So we've got our wooden boards. Aha! We'll be able to make our chairs soon. We have to get some more leather first because I threw it all away stupidly. Right, so let's just go and smelt some more copper. Do I have any copper? Must have somewhere. 20 copper bars. I've got 29 copper ore. So I may have to go back into the mines to get more of it. But I don't mind too much. I'm like, well, sometimes you just gotta do these things. So I can make another 9 just from what I've got. So I'm just going to take all those out and I'm going to just make these copper bars because I need this money. The money's going to be harder to get than anything else. I'll no doubt need a lot more copper. So I want to make, for my mission, copper pipes. And I want to make 6 of them. Confirm. I mean, considering copper pipes, right, they... Where are they? They sell for 29. And they only want 6 of them. So I'm selling them for way above their worth. By doing it as a commission. That's the word, commission. By doing it as a commission. That's much better. Just annoying that I'm going to have to go and replace all the copper that I smelted for my Deedee car. But if I can't make an engine, then it's not going to go. Hi, Anton. I don't need to read the book. I need to give in my... I really need something... I needed to ask for something involving bronze, to be honest. But there we go. Rightio then. So I think that is about it for today. I'm very sorry that you guys didn't get to see the last few episodes worth of work, but I hope that my little guided tour earlier on, you know, sort of brought you up to speed with everything that's happened. And you certainly haven't missed the Deedee car being made, and that's the exciting thing, right? So we've got 8 copper left at the moment. We've got 9 being made. So next time I expect we're going to have to do a little bit of a trip down to the mines. But what I need to do here is to pop in the house and I need to sleep so it saves the game for me. There we are, all saved up. So that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed watching my time at Portia with me playing, I guess. And I hope you'll be back for the next one. But in the meantime, please do look after yourselves and keep being awesome.